this is Alicia with Modern Knit Co. Today I'm going to show you how to attach two pieces of yarn. So a question I hear all the time is, how do I attach my yarn? And I always tell people, do not tie it. Whatever you do, don't tie it. You're going to see it and you're going to feel it, and there's a better way. So let me show you. So before we get started, you're going to need a few things. A scissors, a lighter, and the yarn that you want to attach. So let's say you have your piece of yarn and you just think, I'm just going to tie it. What I want you to realize is, in this big chunky yarn, your knots are also big and chunky. So you can see I have made a tie here. When you slip your fingers over it, you can really see that knot and you can really feel it. So pretend this is a project that you're working on. You're going to see that or feel it. So I'm going to cut this knot off so I can show you a better way. So we have a fresh cut here. You have your two pieces that you're going to work on. I used pink and blue just so you could see the nice contrast. And you'll see in all of the chenille yarn, no matter what the diameter, there is a plastic cord within that yarn. What we're going to do is melt that plastic cord to the other piece. Now, you're not going to see it or feel it unless you feel for it. And it's strong because you're melting plastic to plastic. So you can give it a pull, and I'm going to show you what that looks like here in a second. So let's say you're ready to get started. You have your two pieces of yarn. What I do before I begin, before I light this on fire, is I'm going to give it a flat top. So you can see that there's a lot of fuzz up here. I'm going to give that a nice flat top, and I'm going to cut those little fuzzies off. I cut around this plastic cord in the middle at kind of an angle. And it's going to be hard for you to see it, but when you have your yarn, you can see that right here, there's a hard plastic cord. So what we're looking for is this cord. So we have this piece ready. We're going to do this one. Again, you can see it's fuzzy up here. You don't want that, because really what's going to happen is if you leave all this fuzzy up here, it's going to burn in all the wrong places. So we're going to start by cutting that off too. And again, I cut some of that fuzz around it. And now you can see I also have a cord here. So with my lighter, I am going to light this cord on fire. You can see that little white dot. That's the plastic cord I'm talking about. You are going to light it on fire like you're lighting a birthday candle, and you're going to let it go. So I want you to follow my directions when you're doing this at home. You can put this video on replay if you'd like, but we're going to talk about that here. So you can see I have my fire going. I use the blue part of my flame, light just that cord. Nothing around it, just the cord. Let that go for a minute, and you can see that flame is staying really in the center. Get this piece ready. You're going to put that right together, and I really squish them down. So really push those fibers together, and I'm going to hold it. It is not hot within my fingers. I can feel that it's warm, but you shouldn't feel it hot. It shouldn't burn. If you feel that, it means you've got those fibers on the outside, and you don't want that, because you will see that and you will feel it. It will feel like a hard, pokey, hard spot. But if you've got just the cord melted, you're not going to see it. So once this cools down, it's still a little warm. You can see I have attached them together. So just like the knot, so when I rub my hand down, you can see my hand is pretty smooth. When I feel here, I can feel that spot. It's a little bit hard, but it's not pokey, and you're not going to notice it within your project. What I also do when I put mine together is give them a tug. And I'm pulling pretty hard, but not hard enough to break the yarn. But you can see that that is put together nicely. I'm going to show you another one that is not put together nice. So when you have lit yours on fire and put them together, you should be able to give them a tug. I'm going to cut that right there so you can see what it looks like when they're not put together properly. So for this one, I'm going to leave this fuzz. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave this one as well. I'm not going to cut it smooth because I want you to see what happens when they don't join properly. So for this one, let's just get it going. So We have that one together. We just push this one together. You can see I'm holding it. I'm not really shoving it together to really get that binding. So I'm just gonna hold it like this. Well, I can see that they're put together, but if I give it a stress test, they came right apart. So when you're burning them together, again, use the blue part of your flame from your lighter. Only get the cord, let it go like you're lighting a birthday candle. Put those two pieces together and really shove them, like really push them together, and then hold them. And then once it does not feel warm in your fingers, give them a stress test. They should not pull apart. If they pulled apart, just cut that piece and redo it. I really hope this helps you as you're making your projects. I want your seams to be as seamless as possible, and so you don't see it or feel it. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and online at modernknitco.com. Have a great day.